Hello friends, this is Umang Sharma and in this video I am going to explain my experiment number 8, that is threading for my C Sharp and .NET programming lab. So before starting my program I want to tell you what are the feature I need to include in this experiment. So what first concept that we need to do, that a thread using a thread start, second thread start user define delegates and encourage asynchronous result, callback method, lambda expression, and synchronization. So we already know that synchronization is a method to stop the dialog or prevent the dialog. So this is the first experiment that I need to do. I will read this experiment. Write a program in C# for demonstrating the application of threading by following closely the instruction. So the some instruction is given below, that is write concurrent program to filter odd and even number and prime number from the input. So what we need to do, we need to filter from the odd, even and prime numbers, and we need to display the result odd, even and prime number as is thread finish execution, and find the sum of even, odd and prime number concurrently. So I'll show you what my program. So this is the program. Here I declare two delegates. For delegation, signature is return type is void and parameter also void. And for second one, return type is integer and one parameter argument is there. So I declare to array for int type, that is for storing all the value. Value O will store only odd values from my given input. Value E will store only even, and P for prime. And for some I am giving 0, and I'm for one at a time make sure one thread is working. I'm using flag concept. In this flag I am giving value as a 0. So calculation is the method that will calculate my result. So first log this. I am logging for another thread. If flag is 0, it means for initial state flag is 0. So what I am doing, I am calculating till 0 to my size of the array. So I every time I am incrementing, so my flow will start from here. So I'll show with my flow. So P, I created my P object is P. So one delegate that I already told, that declare P dot get, and then I declare a two thread 0 and 1, and I start my delegate method. So when P dot get will start, this method has going to be start. So P dot get. So in get method, np dot method, first it will ask the enter how many number you are going to enter, so that I'm storing my size. After that I make one thread. So thread name, the new thread, and the method that I want to run. So thread name dot start, this method will start my this input taken run. So after that it will ask give input. So every value up to my size, that I ask user how many value you want to enter, that will take all the values here. After that I'm making one action class object, that is y. And for stopping my thread, because I giving 5 seconds, 5000 millisecond. So what it will stop the main thread and my input thread will be run. So this is my lambda thread. What new thread, this syntax, enter number you entered. So here I am only printing my through this thread what are the input user entered. So console dot write value dot I up to my size, and I started this thread. After that, because I already created my 0 and 1 2 thread, so what I did, from 0 to 2 I am putting my thread into same object, that is y dot calculate. So for each both thread I am starting. So first time when it will start, so first thread what it will do, it will go, because flag value is 0, so it will start calculating. So when it will start calculating, it will see if it is 0, it means is a odd even number. So that value of I am storing in value of value e, that represent for even. And if it is 1, it means odd, so value of odd. array I am storing. Otherwise, what number I am taking here for checking it is prime or not. So it will, I am starting. I initialize my k value is a 0. So 1 to that equal number I am putting, and I am doing modulo. If it is 0, it means that number is actually dividing. So every time I am incrementing my value. If my k value is a 2, because 2 time it can 1 and 2. 2, if it is 2, it means it is a prime number and I am storing value of p. Else it is a not a prime number. So else part what I am doing. So else I give it empty, no need to display any message. So after that, what else part, because now and here I incrementing my flag value also. So flag becomes 0. After the when next thread will come, it will goes here. It will, I'm incrementing my thread value in here. So when second thread will come, it will check thread value has been incremented. It means calculation part has been done. So for printing, what I am doing even number. So if it is not equal to 0, because I give some variable size of my rest value, by default it will take 0. So that value I don't want to print. So I am storing console even value and I am doing sum. After that, my value of odd, and I am printing my odd values. I am doing some. Same for prime number for display. I am doing, and number who satisfy. I am printing all the numbers and then length. And after that, I am printing some of the input which follow the condition, and then some I am printing. So after printing the sum, it will stop my main thread to slim main thread. After that, I created my second delegate, that p dot sum. So what in synchronous way I making that object, and this is the syntax for the delegate dot begin invoke. So it will start running. So p dot asm, I making this thread only for displaying the output. Asm asynchronous function it will tell, and that some x value will store in x, and I am returning that some value. So, but asynchronous result. So for take it, because return type is integer, we need to store, that is for getting from my delegate name dot and invoke, and then my method asynchronous object, and I am printing that result. Now I'll show you my output. How many number you want to enter? 5 input, 1 2 3 4 5, 45 and 5. So you can see even numbers as 2, odd number are 1 3 45 and 5, prime number as only 2 3 and 5. Number who satisfy the condition, because these are the even number, odd number, even odd number and prime number. So all these are satisfying the condition. After the sum, this is the 56, and asynchronous result, that is 56 sum I am displaying. I hope you understand this program. Thank you.